Let's see. History. Okay. Present. Okay, let's see what we got. We got the retreat. All right. Testing. What's up, y'all? Welcome back. Welcome back to another one. Hope all is well. From my understanding, Rashad Amos committed to Ole Miss. And what's the reasoning? What's his reasoning behind it? So he transferred to Ole Miss. So let me just pull that up. Yeah, okay. Colorado transfer Rashad Amos flips to Ole Miss. Now, Bleacher Report, everybody's reporting. It's been over an hour now. It's almost an hour since he announced his commitment to Ole Miss. Let me bring up Bleacher Report. All right, because everybody else is reporting on it too. So he flipped his commitment. And I want to talk about maybe why did he do that. So since Rashad Amos, excuse me, will be on the move again. The recent Colorado Buffaloes transfer running back who spent last year at Miami, Ohio, announced he's flipping to Ole Miss after taking a trip to Oxford this week. It marks another loss for Coach Prime's staff this offseason. The 6'2", 230-pounder was projected to land with the Rebels, according to On3. He's a big kid, man. 6'2", 230 pounds. That's a pretty big back. Running back. Amos has lived in the transfer portal for the past 2 seasons. After his time with the Red Hawks, he committed to Mississippi State for 2 more weeks before announcing he would be Boulder bound. South Carolina was his first stop in 2020. He played alongside Deion Sanders that year. So he's been around for a minute. Deion Sanders and the Buffs announced Amos when they needed depth in the offensive backfield after losing, as you know, Alton McCaskill and Dylan Edwards. Enjoyed a career year at Miami, Ohio. He ran for over 1,075 yards and 13 touchdowns. Pretty respectable here. Pretty respectable numbers there. With Amos going from Boulder to Oxford, the Buffs are out in the cold again and is in need of another veteran back. This move also pushes them back to 38 incoming transfer players since the end of last year. Let me just exit that article out. Let's see what Bleacher is saying. Okay, he committed to Ole Miss, according to Hayes Fawcett on 3. And yeah, he said on his X account, formerly known as Twitter, I like to thank everybody for the support. This has not been for the faint-hearted. I like to thank all of the coaches who have poured into me throughout this process. I really appreciate it. Finding the best fit isn't a simple task on or off the field. Let me just go to his tweet. They only showed part of it. Finding the best fit isn't a simple task on or off the field. I've had a lot to consider thus far. So after speaking on that, I would like to decommit from Colorado. Thank you to everyone. So that's what he put here on his Twitter account, that he would like to decommit. Now, why would he want to decommit? I had saw an article, and I don't know how true it is because I don't know what the scheme of Colorado is going to be this year, but I know people are thinking they're going to be really pass heavy, and that's not really attractive for a running back. It's not really that attractive. That want to possibly get to the next level, he want to get as much burn as possible. And then I read another article that it's going to be like a running back by committee. That might not be attractive for running backs either. Like, I'm just thinking about if I'm a running back and I'm in the transfer portal and I'm looking to go somewhere, because he just said it's not for the faint of heart. You got to find the right fit. You can't just jump at something thinking it's just everything gonna be gravy. It has to be the right fit. And so for him as a running back, he want to go somewhere to where they're going to utilize him, and he possibly will be the featured back. So I'm not surprised by it. I don't know if these articles coming out are false or what. Like, I haven't heard Colorado saying that it's going to be a running back by committee. I haven't heard them say that. If you heard them say that, let me know. Haven't heard them say that it's going to be a running back by committee, but an article was put out there. And like I said, if I'm a running back, I'm like, wait a minute. I'm not trying to go somewhere where it's running back by committee and you guys are going to be in the air all the time. I want to run that ball and possibly get another 1,000 yards, because it'll look good on his resume if he get 1,000 yards in the Power 5. So you want to go somewhere where he can get 1,000 yards. I don't think Colorado is the team where you're going to get 1,000 yards. I don't think so. Like, it's, as far as a running back, but I could be wrong now about them having a balanced attack. They should have a balanced attack to where they keep the defense guessing. If they don't keep the defense guessing, if they come out like they did last year, they don't run the ball and they don't keep the defense guessing, it's going to be a huge problem. It's going to be a huge problem. At this level, you got to keep the defense guessing at this level. That pocket breaks down in 2.5 seconds. 2.5, 3, that pocket is already broken down. That ball has to release from his hand. And there's many ways to do that. Short passes, flat passes. There's many ways to do it. But also at the same time, you got to have running game. Okay, you got to have running game. Got to have a running game. But if they come out and they're going to be pass heavy, it's just as simple as throwing blitzes. It's just that simple. Somebody is going to penetrate that offensive line and get to the quarterback. And if that happens, he's at a risk for getting hurt and time management, because that's what happened in UCLA game. They blitzed heavy, and then they ran the ball. They passed it too, but they ran the ball to take time off the clock. And it came to the point where Colorado had to throw the ball, at that point. But in some of these close games last year, because they didn't have a lot of blowouts last year, it was a lot of close games, right? The score doesn't dictate what really happened. I think they needed to run that ball more. And some people say, well, Max, they couldn't run the ball. You got to run the ball. You got to run the ball. But you said horrible decision. Why is it a horrible decision? Just because he's not coming here? It's not a hard. He made the best decision for himself. Like, just because he's not coming here doesn't mean it's a horrible decision. He took time. That's what I don't get. Why is it a horrible decision? Dev, let me know that. Why is it a horrible decision? You don't know him. Why is it a horrible decision? That's what I'm curious for. You said horrible decision. He's going to a team with 1 million running backs that are actually good. And okay, well, they got 1 million running backs here. I mean, why is it a horrible decision? You don't know that. The same, you guys said the same thing about Kermani. Oh my God, he's going to Florida. You guys didn't even think he was going to a Power 5. Now that he's going to a Power 5, oh, why is he going to Florida? He ain't gonna make it at Florida. Who are you to say that it's a bad decision? You don't know him. You don't know Rashad Amos. You don't know him at all. You can't say it's a bad decision for him. That doesn't sound right. It's what you're sounding like is it's a bad decision because he's not coming here. That's what you're saying. Because you don't know him. Or maybe you do know him. I don't know. Maybe you do. So he made the decision. He made the decision on his own. I don't know him either. You would never hear me say, "Oh, that's a bad decision." What type of mess is this? How's it a bad? I mean, Colorado has a lot of running backs now. They have the guy coming from Ohio State. Okay, they have the guy coming from Ohio State. They have the freshman that's doing very well. They have another running back. They have Charlie Arfindall. They have running backs, man. They have running backs at Colorado, man. This is not a huge loss here. It would have been a good addition if he decided to come because he's a really big bruising running back. He's 6'2", 230. He's a bruiser. That would have been nice to have him. Maybe you should have said this. It would have been nice to have him on board, but it's not a bad decision on his part because you don't know him. You don't know what Ole Miss told him in the meeting. You don't know. So I don't know, man. You guys must be part of a machine or something. You gotta be, because it don't make sense what you just said. Good Lord. So yeah, so that's that. You know, people flip all the time. Let me just say this. I am not, oh my God, y'all, man, listen, I wish I could tell you we got a high profile player there. I ain't even gonna say it. This ain't even the news. This is not even it, man. This is not even it. This is not even it. You wouldn't even believe me if I told you. I'm not even trying to air that man's business. But listen, if this person decide to leave, oh, it's gonna break the internet. If this person decide to leave, it'll break the internet, man. It'll break it. It'll literally stop college football. If this person decide to leave Colorado. That's all I'm going to tell you. Somebody, like I said, I can't say the name, but if this person decide that I am out of here, it's literally going to stop college football. It's literally, when I tell you it's going to stop it, it will literally stop college football for 2 weeks, for almost 2 weeks. And then you guys will really be in y'all feelings then. They better hope they keep that young man happy, because, man, listen, they can't lose him, man. Can't lose him. That's all I could tell you, man. That's all I could tell you. I don't know what's going on. Listen, if this young man at Colorado decide he wants to take 6 and leave, it'll stop college football for a whole week. That's all we'll be talking about for a whole week. I'm going to tell you. They are not, trust me, they're not worried about Rashad Amos. They're worried about somebody else. They're not worried about Rashad Amos. No, it ain't no narrative. It ain't no narrative. This ain't no narrative. Don't put that on me. Don't put that on me now. I'm a regular dude, man. I'm a regular dude. Okay? Do not put that on me. Hey, Miss VS, how you doing? Miss VS know I'm a regular person. That's a friend of mine. She know I'm a regular person. I'm not a part of no machine. I'm not part of anything. I'm just regular, actually making content. But when I tell you, if they can't lose this one, if they do, it'll stop college football. That's what I'm telling you. All of college football will stop. It will stop. So this ain't the news, man. This is not the news. But I just wanted to say that for this guy that said that this is a bad decision for this young man. No, it's not. He made a decision based upon what's best for him and his family. That's it. That's all it is. Everybody, listen, the only way I'll know that a player is up there unless he's in practice. The commitments and all that doesn't mean anything to me. When he's up there in practice and working out with the team, then that's what it is. This happens all the time. This happens all the time. I'm not talking about Travis. No, that's not who I'm talking about. And you ain't going to know who I'm talking about because I'm not going to tell you. Not going to tell you. So we ain't going to try to get into a guessing game. But when I'm telling you right now, this will literally stop college football. And the people that's listening to me, that's in the know, they know I know. They know I know. And they're like, oh, how he know? Yeah, I know. So I'm not playing. I don't have to prove nothing to nobody in here. So I'm not playing no guessing games. Just understand college football will stop for a week. It literally would. It will stop. It will stop. It will stop. Every college coach will be on the horn. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't have to cap for nobody. Listen, I don't have to cap and prove nothing to nobody. I decide to go live because I want to. Not because I'm trying to get any kind of fanfare or nothing like that, because I don't need it. I get money outside. I don't need it. So that's what I'm saying to you. Now, you said he went into a running back room with multiple 1,000-yard running backs. How he goes from RB1 or 1A to unknown. That's all. Nothing more, nothing less. For personal reasons, sure, it may have been good. Yeah, but you don't know what Ole Miss has told him. But I tried to tell you before, these coaches be trying to snatch players, man. I tried to tell you all that. Nobody listened to me. They don't want him to come to Colorado. I think that's what it is. I'm real. I'm telling you how I see it with common sense. And it looks like I'm right. It looks like I'm right most of the time. That's what it looks like. I told you there's a machine going on here that they're like, you know what? We're going to try to get your players, man. We're going to just try to get your players. We don't want you to go no bowl game this year. No, oh no. We don't want you to go there. We're going to sit up here. Even if we got to tamper, we're going to come after your players. And that's what it seemed like is happening. You don't know if he's going to start at Ole Miss or not. Y'all don't know. You don't know the season didn't start yet. You don't know what's going on. Oh, he can't stop at Ole Miss, this and that. Hold up. I ain't playing games here. Hold on a second. You getting up out of here. I don't got to play games. I just go live just to be talking. You know what I'm saying? You get up out of here. Go somewhere else. I don't play games. When I said college football has the potential to stop, I'm not lying to you. You understand me? I'm not lying to you. I know something. I'm not lying to you. I ain't got to sit up here and prove nothing to nobody. I'm just sitting up here bumping my gums and talking to her moments and Miss VS. That's who I'm talking to. All right? So your ass is blocked. That's just what it is. Don't sit up here and play games with me. I'm a grown-ass man. I don't have to sit up here and cap for nobody, even though I got a cap on, the Colorado Rockies. Because I can't find a Colorado Buffaloes fitted hat, yo. You know what I'm saying? I got this throwback on, you know what I'm saying? Mitchell and Ness. You know what I'm saying? I got this old throwback. You know what I'm saying? I got this old throwback Colorado hoodie on, you know what I'm saying, by Mitchell and Ness. You know what I'm saying? I just can't find a hat. I got this ill Rashad Shalom jersey. Oh yeah, I found one. Mitchell and Ness. Oh my God. Wait till I wear it. And I got some Jordans to go with it. I got some Jordans to go with it, yo. You know what I'm saying? I got some Jordans to go with it. Listen, ain't nobody winning no Heisman if they don't go more than 4 games. Nobody. Nobody's winning. We don't want to talk about Heisman right now. They need to win the first game. And then the second game. We got to take this week by week. We talk about no Heisman. They got to win the first game, the second game, the third game, the fourth game, the fifth game, the sixth game, the seventh game, the eighth game, the ninth game, and the 10th game. Once they get to that 10th game, yeah, now we can start talking Heisman. Let's stop talking Heisman. You can't win a Heisman if you won 4 games. You can't win a Heisman. All right? So you got to take it week by week. We ain't talking Heisman yet. Let's not put that pressure on them. Let's talk about the first week, the second week, the third week, the fourth week, and so on and so forth. Othello Henderson, you're awoke. You understand what I'm saying? They be like, oh, you got a 6'2", 230-pound back coming? Oh, no, you don't. We going to get him. And we going to pay him a bag. So he can't come to y'all. Because he would have helped. 6'2", 230, and he ran for 1,000 yards last season. Oh, yeah, he would have helped. Help was on the way. He would have helped. They are after someone else, too. Listen to me. No cap. They're after somebody else. I tell you, man, I told y'all college football is it's a dirty business in the off season. Told y'all that. It's dirty. Let me cut my dryer off so it won't keep beeping. And the players, if any players are listening, they know what I'm talking about. They just don't know how I know. They know what I'm talking about. These coaches are crazy, yo. They not done yet. They crazy. Let me tell you something. If they got to offer you $2 million to leave, they will try to do it. It's crazy, man, how college football is. College football always been like that. Even back in the day before the NILs, you had people doing this cutthroat stuff. It's always been that way. Always been that way. This ain't about the players. The players are catching strays here. They going after Coach Prime. I tried to tell y'all that's who they going after. That's who they marked. He's marked for whatever reason. I don't know why, but they marked him. He's marked out, and I don't know why. And we already know this from what Joe Klatt said last season. He said that. See, this is something Prime ain't gonna say, but I'm gonna say it. That's why you don't hear them beefing with it, because they know I'm right. Listen, they got him marked out. Because remember, Joe Klatt said that they all banding together so he'll lose. They don't give a damn if they got a tamper. They don't care if they got a tamper, yo. They don't care if they got a tamper. They don't care if they got a tamper at this point. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Why you think Kermani was catching all them strays? Because he was at Colorado. They didn't want him there. They did not want him there. And he caught a lot of strays for it. He caught a lot of strays. And if you know why, there's a reason why the school didn't come out and talk bad on him. Because the stuff that was being said on him, that wasn't true. Wasn't true. It was just like these writers, he was getting strays thrown at him. They didn't like him there. They didn't like, now that he left, you would never hear about him negative in a negative light again. You'll never hear it again. These writers are crazy, and they're in conjunction with these coaches. This a old boy system. Y'all don't know that, or do you need me to tell you? You don't. You need me to tell you? This a old boy system. A good old boy system. This is a good old boy system. Yes, sir. What did they say? What happened when last season before Travis Hunter committed? What did they say? Somebody offered him millions of dollars. I'm not lying to you. They already said it. I just got a good memory. This is a good old boy system, yo. These kids is catching strays. Kamani was catching strays. He didn't do nothing. Y'all know that, right? He ain't do nothing. He ain't do nothing. He ain't do nothing wrong. All right. What did he do wrong? Y'all let me know. He didn't do nothing wrong. He didn't do nothing wrong. He was catching stray bullets. That's what happened. I knew this kid wasn't coming. Amos, I knew he wasn't coming. I knew somebody was going to offer him something for him not to come. You know how dangerous it is to have a 6'2", 230-pound back? That's almost like that reminds me of Eddie George. Almost. Just about. I think Eddie George was about 6'3", 6'3 and a half. He was a little taller. That's like Eddie George running at you. You go ahead and try to tackle a 6'2", 230-pound back and see won't it hurt. That's a bruiser. Oh my God. Could you imagine? That's a running game right there. And he ran for 1,000+ yards. Okay, you know what you're gonna say? Max, it was at Miami, Ohio. It doesn't matter. He ran for over 1,000 yards. Over 1,000. That's like, yeah, Trent Rich. That's a big dude, man. 230. I knew he wasn't coming there. As soon as I heard the rumors that he might flip, then I'm like, yeah, he's not coming. They didn't want him there. I bet you he had a cane, he would have started catching strays. Now that Kermani has left, you would never see him featured on TMZ again. Never. I don't give a damn what he does. If he go out there and get caught with something, they will never report on it because he's out of Colorado. I'm telling you, man, it's something going on. I told y'all that. This is crazy. It's a Brandon Jacobs type of running back. It's very rare to get a running back that big. That's a pro running back. Trust me, he's a pro running back. There has been players drafted out of Miami of Ohio. Yes, there were players drafted out of there. So it don't matter. They were not letting him come here. They were not going to let him do it. They weren't going to let him do it. Like, oh, damn. They are, damn. Okay. They were already content. Okay, we lost the two. Y'all lost the two running backs. They had an aha moment. Aha, we got you. Lost two running backs, right? 3. Oh, y'all got a 6'2" through 230-pounder coming? Oh, we about to get him. We about to get him. We about to get him. No, you said a pass-heavy offense to get the Heisman. That's not how. That's not working. You need a balanced attack. We already know that. You need a balanced attack at this level. You got to keep the defense guessing. What's different about the Power 5 is the linemen are very fast. They're faster and bigger. Okay? You are not going to sit up there and they know that you're going to pass. They're going to throw the house at you. That's what's going to happen. And you're going to get past that offensive line. They're going to throw, and Shedeur got to get on his bike again. I'm telling you, man. But that would have been eradicated. with a 6'2", 230-pound back, that would have been eradicated. You would not touch him. And also, remember how you said we had problems with the running back blocking for the quarterback? Oh, that would have been solved because the kid can block. He also can block. I saw his tape. He can block. Lane Kiffin and the boys are like, oh, hell nah. Oh, hell no. Nah. We about to offer him some bag. That's what we about to do. Uh-huh. We about to get on his phone and tamper. And I'm not saying they tamper, but we're going to get on his phone and we're going to offer him 700,000 to 800,000. Well, he not coming there. The kid was like, damn, how much y'all offer me? Yeah, we they don't give a damn if they use them. They just don't want them here. So that's the thing. I told y'all the cavalry was coming back. They finally got off Kermani's ass because he's not there no more. So they got off his ass and they back again. Listen, they threw another stray at Shedeur again, saying that his draft stock is plummeting because they questioning his personality because he was going back and forth. So they're putting it out there. They're putting that narrative out there now that he's risk. He's a high risk investment. You see how this works? The cavalry is back. They're back, and this time they're going to be ruthless. This time, they finally got Kermani out of there. They didn't want him there. They don't want Seton there either. I'm just trying to tell you. Next season, after this season, I project that he's going to be a millionaire. That somebody's going to offer him millions of dollars, and he's leaving. He's about to be a millionaire. They're going to get him out of there because he's going to have a good season. Make no mistakes about it. The kid remind me of Orlando Pace. And that's saying a lot. He remind me of Orlando Pace. A young Orlando Pace. And they're going to offer him millions of dollars to get in his car and get on that plane and leave. I'm just trying to tell you. Them freshmen that just came there, you know, those freshmen, they're going to offer them millions of dollars too. They try to get them out of there too. This whole thing is crazy. I never seen anything like it. Never seen anything like it. Yes, Orlando Pace was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy as an offensive lineman. Yes. Yes, he was. And every time every time he laid hands on the defender, don't try to bull rush him because you're getting pancaked. Every time I turn around, he pancaking somebody. He did not surrender a sack. I believe he didn't surrender one in college. I believe he didn't. Not one. Not one sack. Maybe one, but no more than one sack in his whole college career. That's who Seton reminds me of. And that's saying a lot because there's a lot of good offensive linemen in the country right now. And his work ethic is something about him, man. He wants it. And at the end of the season, he getting ready for a big payday because somebody gonna try to pay him. We would never know about it though. We'll never know about it. And you would think, right? This is a weird situation because coach has a lot of connections, right? He has a lot of connections. Why is he getting all this static? Because he has a lot of connections. This is not a normal situation here. This is a guy that was in the broadcast booth for over 10 years. He played for God knows how long. Hall of Famer. He has plenty of contacts. He's still getting static. He's still getting static. Yeah, this is something else. Not only is he playing against the opponent, he's playing against the system. Y'all saw how those referees took those 2 touchdowns away from Travis. Y'all saw it. Those were touchdowns. They could have reviewed it. He was not out of bounds, and he actually caught it. That would have won them the game. Just little stuff like that. That targeting situation that happened to him, that kid should have been thrown out the game because the ball was not catchable. The ball was nowhere near Travis, and he still hit him. So that's what they're up against. They're up against a situation like this. You know how in boxing, where you know that you're going to lose, so you have to knock the champ out. You got to knock him out because the scorecards are not going to be in your favor no matter what. That's what this is. That's what this is right here. They got to go for a knockout this season. They got to. They have to go for a knockout because that kid draft stock is plummeting. This is crazy. They already put it out there. And I'm like, the season didn't start yet. How is his draft stock plummeting? The season didn't start yet. You got to give them a chance. Everybody start with the same record, 0-0. 0. Okay, nil, whatever you want to call it. You're a soccer player. Let's see what they do after week 7. He could be 7-0. If he's 7-0, his draft stock has not plummeted. It actually has risen. But they're using that tweet. They're using it. They're going to use it against them. Shedeur, listen to me. If anybody get this message to you, I need you to go mute. Mute off social media. I don't need you going into Twitter spaces because they're going to use it against you. I need you to go mute. Mute. Do not say nothing. Now, are there going to be more players coming out? Yes. They're coming for you. I need you to go mute. M-U-T-E, mute. Do not say nothing. The only thing that you got to do is do your schoolwork and prepare for the season, try to win these ball games. That's it. Don't go back and forth. They're going to use it against you. There's money on the table here. Because the higher you get drafted, the more of that bonus is you're going to get. You don't want to risk your bonus. You don't want to risk it. You're looking at a $30 million bonus guaranteed or more, maybe 40. You don't want to risk it. So that's what I'm saying right here. Yeah, he got to let his football speak for him, but they're not trying to do that. They're going to use it. They're trying to bait him. They're like, listen, the back and forth for me, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad, but they're making it bad. It wasn't too bad. It just, you know how young people talk on social media, but then they put out that article saying that he's the face of the team, and they're questioning his attitude now to be a leader of a team. He has to go back. I need Shedeur to go back to the history for a minute because I know he knows it. Go back to the history of the black quarterback. You need to go look at it because they're going to use that against you. They're going to question your leadership. They're questioning it. And that's their excuse for you to be in the bottom of the first round, maybe second round now. That's their excuse now to save money. Listen, all these owners work together. You ain't got no friends. They all work together. They all work together. So that's what he's up against. Is he a bad kid? No. No, he's not a bad kid. But leave the Twitter stuff alone. Leave the Twitter stuff for somebody else. You know? But he can do what he wants. If you want to be in the Twitter spaces, they're going to use it against him. Especially if they start losing. They're going to come back. They're going to really try to get in his head. Because these players look at the media stuff. They listen to what people are saying. I personally would just turn everything off. I wouldn't listen to it. Me personally, I wouldn't get on Twitter. I wouldn't get on Instagram unless it's business, unless I got to promote a brand. That's pretty much it. I wouldn't read no comments, nothing. You know, you got to take a page out of that book. Just cut yourself off and isolate yourself. You know, isolate yourself without isolating yourself. I'm not saying stay in a room and isolate. I'm saying isolate from social media. The media is a very powerful entity, very powerful. They will put a narrative together like nobody's business. And that's what it is. Yeah, he better go look at Doug Williams, Boss Lady merch. But Doug Williams won a Super Bowl. Shit, they didn't care about that. He won a whole Super Bowl. A whole Super Bowl for the Redskins. A whole Super Bowl. And was gone the next year. A whole Super Bowl. You said certain stars don't even have an Instagram page like that, right? Or they get somebody to run it for them. Like most of them do have one in Twitter, but they get somebody to run it for them. They don't even be bothered with it, and they don't be bothered with reading comments either. They don't, because you don't want somebody to have that access to you because it's dangerous. So they just have like their media team tweet for them and post pictures for them and stuff like that. And that way they don't have to listen to the comments or anything like that. And also they don't look at sports radio or nothing. Tune all that stuff out. That'll mess with you if you let it mess with you. They'll do it. They'll keep going because this whole thing is not going to stop. It's not going to stop. Now you're never going to know what Ole Miss offered the running back. You're not going to know. That type of stuff is we're not privy to. We're not going to know how much money they offered him. They offered him. I know they gave him something. I know they did. And so, yeah, I understand you committed and stuff like that over there. How much they offered you? They probably didn't offer you nothing, did they? Yeah, well, they ain't offer you nothing. We got this for you. We got a few 100,000 for you. How about that? Because I bet you for you 6'2", 230, they ain't give you nothing. They over there talking. They ain't give you nothing. We're gonna give you a few 100,000. Okay? We want you to be comfortable because we don't want you over there. And guess what? Guys, this was a tough decision. Had made a decision. Me and my family made a decision. No, sir, I know what it is. They got a bag out. That's what happened. The bag came out. The bag came out. Scott, the good old boy system, it does work. It is in place. It is. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows it. It's been like that since Newt Rodney, man. Everybody knows it. You gotta go do the history on it. You remember at one point, football was segregated. Did y'all know that? Y'all know we had in baseball was segregated too. You know we had the Negro leagues, right? Oh man, do y'all need a history lesson or not? And I'll explain the good old boy system to you. Y'all need a history lesson? Let me know. Because we had a Negro leagues. Y'all know that, right? And we had that for a reason. Until they realized I ain't gonna get into it. But there was one. There was one that broke through. There was one that broke through in baseball. There was one that broke through. He played for the Yankees. But yeah, if you need a history lesson on what the good old boy system is, I could tell you. Because at one point, this whole thing was segregated. Do the history on Gerald Ford, the president. They used to be the president when he played. How he refused to play a football game until one of his players played. Go do the research on it, man. Go do the research on Bear Bryant, on what he was talking about. Come on, man. I know my history. Yeah, Satchel Paige was that guy. He was the oldest rookie in MLB history. But he was already solidified before he became a rookie in the Negro Leagues. You said there's a divide from Deion fans, from CU fans. No, don't take that serious. That ain't serious. There's no divide. They like to say it's a divide, but nobody cares about that. This is football. This is not politics. So when you talk divide, that doesn't mean anything. Now, you talking politics, yes, this country is divided. But football, it ain't about nothing. That's just people wanting to talk and say something. They ain't got no other talking points. Yeah. Because you needed the Deion fans to make that money go up. Okay, because them Deion fans came with money in their pocket. Don't let me school you. Don't let me school you, man. Don't let me school you over here. Don't let me, you see this merch I got on? I would have never brought this merch if he hadn't came to the school. So we generate money over there. So that divide ain't nothing. That divide, trust me, the divide ain't nothing. There's no divide. Politically, yes, but sports, nah, man, man. Ain't no divide, yo. I would have never bought this if Prime wasn't there. We never brought it. Never. I would have never wore a Colorado Rockies hat. Ever. Never. I don't wear it now. I just wear it for the show. You know what I'm saying? I'm strictly Yankees. You know what I'm saying? Brooklyn Nets, stuff like that. But I still buy merch because Prime is there. But when Prime, trust me, when the Prime fans came, that's when the money went up. Because we spend money. Yeah, don't get it twisted. Yep. Don't get it twisted, man. We spend money over here, man. So yes. So I could take you to school all day long. But his whole situation is not stopping though. It's kind of a situation that I'm glad that I'm watching, because there's a whole collective effort to derail him, but he's still selling out them tickets. He just did a interview with I just watched this interview with the Route God, and he said, "Man, I'm still selling tickets, yo. I'm still selling them." He know it's because of him. He know it. He's still selling out arenas. He's not even playing. That's just crazy. It's something. It's really something to see. There's nobody else like him. There's nobody else. There's nobody else in the world like him, man. And he's still, despite everything, he's still selling out arenas, and it's because of him. It's crazy. And that's right. You got a lot of people that came to watch Colorado. It's because of him. You're right. That ain't a bad thing. Ain't a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? The Wu-Tang Clan would have never been on the sidelines if it wasn't for Prime. You would never have somebody like the Wu-Tang Clan on the sidelines. You'd never have it. So if he start winning, oh man, things will just get crazier. It'll still, they still had them articles coming, but it'll probably get washed out, especially if they get beyond. I'm talking about beyond a bowl game. I'm talking about get to the playoffs. It'll just all be washed out at that point. But then they're gonna come with something bigger, and it's just inevitable. Just gotta wait for it at this point. But if they keep going hard, then I could just see him like, you know what, I ain't studying this no more. Because he already got his money. He don't need money. So he'd just be like, I'm done at that point, you know. So that's what I would do. I'm like, yeah, I'll give y'all another year. That's it. Like, that's it. I'm done. But you said, okay, but Travis draft stock is high. Shedeur's is dropping. They say it's dropping, but the season hasn't started yet. I could see if the season was already going on the way right now. I could see if the season was here and they start out the season 0-6, then yeah, I could see that. But they haven't started the season yet. So it's pending. You said Alabama don't need the Wu-Tang Clan to sell out. No, 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 no. You missed what I said. I said they came there for him to support Prime. He sold it out himself, Rodney. Now wake up now, because if you can't comprehend what I'm saying, I'm gonna block you. Because that's not what I said. All right. That's not what I said. You sitting up here trying to be slick now. That's what you're trying to do. I didn't say that. So don't try to get cute, man. I didn't say that. I said the Wu-Tang Clan came there for Prime. And they wouldn't have been there if it wasn't for Prime. They don't need, he didn't need the Wu-Tang Clan to sell out. He sold it on his own. He just sold it just off his name, just who he is. He's the main attraction. And that's just what it is. It's always been that way. Now, if you don't know that, then you might be young, too young to remember. And I'm just telling you. When he came there, the whole damn infrastructure was on the rise. The local economy, everything else is benefiting. Max be like, who sent these people? Man, I'm on it. You know I'm on it. These people can't stay up in here. Nah. You're right. It's the Nick Saban effect. Nick Saban, Alabama's not going to be the same without him. Okay? Same thing with Prime. Like, the only other person I can think, I'm glad you said Nick Saban. The only other person I can think that had that kind of pull like that is Nick Saban. I mean, really have it like that to where if he leave, it's a problem. You said he committed and decommitted to 5 teams. It's why you say it's ridiculous because he's not coming here. You don't know him. Why are you saying it's ridiculous? Just because he got the freedom to move around, it's not ridiculous. Would you stay at a job that you don't like, or would you move around? So why is it ridiculous? You said Peter is a master Prime hater. Yeah, Peter is very consistent with his hate. He's very consistent. You said, why did Mr. Rick defy the good old boys network to hire Deion, allowing him to build? Because he need to win. That's why. He see the bigger picture, like, damn, I see what's happening over there. And remember, they won in more ways than one because the ticket sales are up, the merch sales are up. Everywhere they went, the stadium sold out. That's why. That's why you need somebody like that up there. Bring some excitement. That's why. Now you gonna come at me with something else, or do I gotta block you? Because that was weak. What you mean why he brought him up there? Use your common sense. You said the hate is good for the nah. I don't care about the algorithm. I don't want the haters here. I really don't. They make my skin itch. I'm just chilling. I'm still sick, so I have a a short fuse for these slick comments. Oh, you actually attended Prime Prep events in person? I'm like, okay. Look at Patrick Thomas laughing. Thompson laughing. I'm just bugging Patrick. That's all. That's why the haters come because they know I'm gonna respond. That's all. You said tourism up, skiing, shallow putting out the right. Everything is up. They won 4 games. Everything's still up. That's why he brought him there. Because don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to hate on Jackson State or anything. Yeah, he couldn't stay there. They Shedeur would win the third round if he stayed there. He'd have win the third, fourth round, or fifth, maybe sixth round. Hell, he might have been an undrafted free agent, something like that, if he had stayed there. Travis would have got drafted there though. But or maybe he would have his stuff would have plummeted, like that. So they had to move. That's just what it was. I'm just looking at it like that from how I see the whole plan. But it don't really matter what round you go to, Peter, as long as you get drafted. I'm surprised Jerry Rice son dropped so low. I thought he's a pretty good receiver. Her moments, you know how Peter is. Peter be getting attention in here though. I give it to him. Y'all be responding to him. Even if you don't respond to him for about 5 or 10 minutes, he's so consistent that you will respond to him. He puts out a comment every 10 and a half seconds. You said, I like a good debate channel. Yeah, we could debate sometime. We do. Oh, man. Whenever Thomas come in here, oh, man, you talking about debate. You need to be in here with Thomas in here and get Thomas started. Yeah, then I don't even think it's a debate because he ain't gonna let nobody talk. Like you just not gonna. He's not gonna do it. It's just gonna be an issue. Because who your father is has nothing to do with you where you get drafted. Nah, his dad ain't got nothing to do with him getting drafted. It's his skill set and where the team goes. You you said the Cowboys don't want number 2. Okay, Rodney, you a hater too. Rodney consistent with his hate too. Peter, you got some work up in here. Peter, Rodney up in here. You got some work. You said, oh, you said Mel Tucker is black. The 1-11 coach is black. Deion the third is black. So what are you trying to say? You said, what are you trying? Oh, you hating on Thomas? Thomas not here. I'm gonna tell him. Peter getting at him. No, I know what you're saying. Well, if it's a good old boy system, why do you keep hiring them? You don't get the history, and I don't got time to explain it. There's a whole history behind it. You said Jerry Jones will probably hire Coach Prime if he can. Shoot, he'll sell that stadium out. I'm pretty sure he would. No, it ain't got nothing to do with the coach's color, Peter. It ain't got nothing to do with that. That ain't got nothing to do with it. The good old boy system consists of all hues, man. But this was in place before even the coaches were born. It's a whole system. It's just almost like the country, like the Congress. That's an old fraternity. Congress is an old fraternity. It's a good old boy system. You know, we always look at the president and stuff like that. You need to be looking at Congress. And if you want to go a little further, the lobbyists. Follow the money trail. Who is paying these lobbyists? It greases these congressional people pockets. So that's just how this thing work here. It's always been that way. Things evolve, though. If you think about how the game is played, even the game has evolved. It's not like it was in like back in the day. It's more geared towards your safety and keeping you playing longer. Some people might say it's soft and stuff like that, but you said white coaches don't want any of that smoke up in Boulder. You got to go back last year to what Joe Klatt said. This could be all types of coaches, right? This could be all types of coaches. Look at Jay Norvell. Look how Jay Norvell was treating him. There was some disdain there. And he's brown, isn't he? I know we like to say black and white and all that, call each other crayon color. I'm way more advanced than that because we're not crayon colors, but for the sake of this, we say black and white. I get it. But no, this consists of a lot of people. Like, for example, you know how you think of when you think of gentrification, right? Gentrifiers. What color do you think? I'll wait. And I'm gonna bring this home back with the coaches. When you think of gentrification, what color people do you think is gentrifying these areas? These predominantly black areas, since we're gonna talk about crayon color. Just give me a color real quick. When you talk about gentrification, who are we talking about? All right, I'll answer it. Gentrification consists of all hues. All hues of people are gentrifiers. If you can afford to live in that gentrified area, you're a gentrifier. So you could be any color you want to be. You're a gentrifier. Now, the good old boy system consists of all hues as well. It really does. Look how Jay Norvell was acting. Look how he was acting. He's part of that system. Okay? He's part of that. He's part of that system. And the new kid is on the block. Look, listen what I'm saying to you. The new kid is on the block. He's not a kid, but just a figure of speech. New kid is on the block, getting all the attention, getting all the clout. And they feel like he didn't earn it. He did earn it. He came with the clout. How do you think he got the clout? He earned it. But they feel like he didn't earn it as a coach. No, 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 no. He earned it. He's the only college. Look, name me one of those coaches that are Hall of Famer. Name me one. They don't like it, man. Because they can't say nothing to him. Like they can't, like, what can they say, man? They felt like they win all these games. I'm a great coach, this and that. How come we ain't got the clout? Because you just ain't him. That's why. That's what's a part of this. I'm just breaking it down to you on why this hate coming his way. It's a part of who he is. The hate has always been there. And he tried to define it in that interview. He said when he was talking to the route guide, he said, I know where the hate coming from because I said I was great. I said it. He said he said I probably should have let them say it. That's where the hate coming from. Because I said I'm great and I know I'm great. And you know the crazy part about it is he's fucking right. He's the only player I know that sat up there and said it and actually did it. People don't like that. They don't like that, man. Now, if you securing yourself, you like that type of stuff. I like that he said he was great. He ran out there and ran a punt in the fourth quarter on Bill Parcells. I'll never forget that. And you know what he was doing? He said he was going to run the punt back because he was doing the come here motion. He was taunting him. He was taunting the punter. He was just excuse me, the kicker. He was taunting him. Like, no, it was the punter that did it. He was taunting the punter, like doing the come here motion. Like, yeah, give me that ball if you want to. He was talking the whole time, saying what he was getting ready to do, and sat there and ran that punt back on Bill Parcells. I never forget it. Never forget it. You see? So that this type of attention always came with him. It's just a part of it. Like he said, these teams wanting to beat him, not his team. He still got that attitude though, because when he was in the interview, he was like, "Yeah, man," he was just kind of sitting back, right, reminiscing on like his career and whatnot. Like you could tell that Route God didn't even know who he was talking to, yo. You could tell because he said, "Yeah, I would hit you with this move." Nah, son, this man ran a 4.2, yo. You was not getting past him. I don't give a fuck if you call yourself the Route God. You were not getting past this man. I'm just telling you. It's just that he's too young to have remember him playing. There was no way you get even on a slant pass, you weren't getting past him. It was crazy. And on top of it, he talked shit to you. On top of it. You know what I'm saying? And then he was like, "Yeah, but we got bigger and better players now." Okay, that might be cool, but he had a lot of Hall of Famers he had to guard. Jerry Rice, all them type of people. It's just the way he's still like that. He still pops it. He can still pop it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they don't like. Nobody, if you super confident and you don't give a fuck what nobody's saying, yeah, a lot of people not gonna like you because you're gonna come off as arrogant. So this is where it's coming from. I'm just telling you, I'm telling you what it is. So I hear some people call him a narcissist. People gonna call you that. Narcissist, they're gonna say that you're arrogant, all types of stuff. So that's where it comes from. A lot of players, let me tell you something. Even the current players right now that's on the team or the players that left, the ones that all of them feel like they're the man. You have to feel that way to be able to play this game. You got to feel like you the shit. You got to. So when a player be like, "Yeah, man, I want my playing time," I feel them on that. Don't let nobody tell you ain't nothing. Just you believe it, you gonna be it. That's how he is. He's still that way too. He's still that way. Because he was saying, "Yeah, guard me, you be in a phone booth." You know what I'm saying? He said, "I'll have you in a phone booth if I." He said, "There's no way." You know what I'm saying? If I had to go against you right now, you'll be in a phone booth. I'll lock you up so bad. He's not lying. He's not lying about it. You said Max is Deion, a Hall of Fame coach, knowing he would never be. No, he's in the Hall of Fame already, Ronnie. What are you talking about? You too young, man. Just sit and listen. You might learn something. Just sit and listen to me. Just sit and listen to me, man. You might learn a little something along the way. He's already in the Hall of Fame. He don't got to go in as a coach. What you talking about, man? What you talking about, man? He already made it there. These coaches, you mean to tell me, you need to say, are these coaches going to make the Hall of Fame that he's going against? Because he's already there. The fuck? He's already there. You said Deion is a co-leader, don't drink the juice. No. You got me messed up. No, I don't drink the juice. I'm just telling you where I'm just trying to tell you why these kids are catching strays. They catching strays, man, because I'm trying to tell you it's a collective effort to make him look bad. I'm just telling you it is. I already know. It's a concerted effort. He ain't winning nothing as no coach. Period. We're gonna try our best. That's what I believe that's happening. And then unfortunately, um, he put a team together the way he did. And of course, you're gonna have a bunch of players that want to play in time, and just things just ain't gonna go right. So no, he didn't watch Coach Prime Hall of Fame induction. He too young. We talking to a kid, Casey. He too young. He don't even know that. He didn't even know that the speech existed. But that's what's going on. I'm like, when I saw the running back he decommit, I say I knew he was going to decommit. Yeah, but they work with what they got, what they got coming in. That's the only thing you could do, man. That's the only thing you could do. But yeah, man, these kids were straight up catching strays. Because I had to sit back from it. I said, what's all this hate Kermani getting, man? Because he ain't do nothing. He ain't do nothing. People acting like he went out there and robbed a bank. He ain't do nothing. So what's going on? Is a whole what were people saying? Oh, it wasn't no Power Fives recruiting them. I bet you Michigan was. Oh my God, they were stalking them. Yes, Michigan, Oregon, um, Florida, other schools. Yeah, Oregon. They were stalking him. Oregon. Yes, recently, Oregon, Michigan. Talking about what no Power Five schools. I don't know where that was coming from. What's up, Dino? Man, just trying to sit up here and lace some of these youngins with some knowledge, man, with some history of this football. They trying to like they feel in a certain type of way that I said it's a good old boy system in place. They don't know what that means. And I'm trying to tell them the good old boy system consists of all hues of people. But they were trying to say they just feel in certain type of, like, what do you mean by that? Like the last three coaches Colorado had were black. That's not what I'm talking about. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Good looking, Dino. I appreciate it. You said Colorado want anybody. Hold on, let me see. Colorado talk to. You said Lanning beyond. You well, he was coach. He was recruiting Kermani in high school. Hey, Peter, you have some comp over here, Peter. You got to get on your job, or that might be Peter. Yeah, I'm about to get off soon, Dino. I went out west and caught it and got sick, man. I tried to make a video earlier, lost my whole voice. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna just be quiet. But yeah, man, this running back, good for him. I mean, he making a decision, for best for him and his family. Because shit, I probably do the same thing if a bag fell on my lap. But see, I'd have been like, I would have gave the coaches a call, like, Coach, y'all understand, right? They're like, yeah, we thought you were coming, baby. Like, what's happening? I would have called Coach in there. Like, I would have like personally called them. I say, Coach, they gave me a bag, yo. Can y'all match it or y'all understand? Like, yeah, you know what they would have told? We understand. You know what I'm saying? Coach, I could flip this. I could flip this money and stuff. I got to get this bag now. Ain't no guarantee for the NFL. But, you know what I'm saying? I go do a little something right now. So, yeah. Coach understand. This ain't, it's a business. They understand. You said Travis offered 7 figures. Yeah, he was offered a lot. You said you sick because you drank the cold juice from Deion. Oh, Rodney trying to get at me. Okay, Rodney. All right. Rodney, watch this. I'm gonna let you live today. I'm gonna let you live because I'm too sick. I'm gonna let you live. Let you live, Rodney. Hold up. I'm gonna do it like Shedeur. I'm gonna take the high road. Oh man, Shedeur, you need to go mute. Shedeur need to go mute and not say nothing. Only thing he should be talking about is getting ready for the season. You see what I'm saying? On what he gonna do for the season. That's it. Just don't even say nothing on Twitter no more. But the kids, they like to be on them Twitter spaces. That's where they be dwelling and bailing at. You said, how does the poorest state in the country have that kind of money? Well, we not talking about the state. We talking about the school. No, Rodney, I can't do it today, man. You got me today. I can't do it. I can't do it. You being consistent. You and Peter, y'all. You got me. You got me when I'm sick. Let me see. No, it's the school that's paying it. You got some wealthy people in that state. But they got the running back coming from Ohio. I hope. You heard me? I hope. Because Lane Kiffin is on some bullshit. So hopefully he don't try to go after him either. Like, listen, guy, I found another 500,000 laying around. You want it? Wait a minute. Isaiah Jada, former offensive lineman at CU that didn't start, told Amos smart decision for flipping to Ole Miss. You said it was definitely bad energy in the locker room. I tried to tell them that last year at 94 finals, ain't nobody listened to me. I said he lost the locker room. He lost it. I said it. So he said on Twitter, good decision. Oh man. You said he's coming. His dad confirmed on Twitter. His dad ain't got nothing to do with it. I'd have been like, Dad, Lane over here tripping. He's like, what happened, son? Lane Kiffin called, man. So what did he say? Lane talking about he got 500 for me. He got what? I'd be like, he got what, son? He said he got 500 racks for me for the year, Dad. What you think I should do? That he got it under the table for it? Like, how is he working it? He said he just got 500. He gonna pay me like that. He gonna pay me every month. Max, I saw the running back from Ohio State. He can't play real talk. Damn, Rodney. You heard me, Jen? Listen, yeah, Lane over here tripping, man. Lane Kiffin called me, man. Okay, but yeah, like what he talking? He said he got 5 for me, man. He said Colorado ain't offer me nothing. You know what I'm saying? How much Colorado offered you, man? And Colorado, they ain't make no promises, man. They said let's just come play football. Lane over here trying to give people money. Yeah, Ole Miss got money. Damn, you said so. Isaiah Jolly was like good decisions. Yeah, there's something going on in that locker room, fam, and it's something still going on in that locker room. It's still going on. Still going on. See, like I'm the thing is like it got to come together and win. So it got to be. You all don't have to get along, but you got to come together as one cohesive unit to try to win. You say good thing Brandon Hood is 5'11", 200 plus, and runs a 10.8 and 100. So we had some speed power backs coming. Yeah, that's a pretty decent size. 5'11", 200 pounds. It's pretty decent size. But this kid was 6'2", 230. You said Last Chance You in Boulder on Amazon. Come on, y'all. Okay, Peter, where you took a break for a second? Because you got work over here. You got some work over here, Peter. You're not the main one no more. Rodney, he got you beat. Yeah, Lane was like, yeah, man. Lane over here talking like Lane over there. He over there being petty. Out of all the running backs in the portal, you going after him, Lane, Lane, Lane. After all the running backs that's in the portal, that's who you going after, man. I thought Dabo Sweetney said ain't no more good players in the portal, man. Y'all over there, but they over there being petty. They over there being petty. They over there being petty, Jen. Lane over there talking to his collectives. I know what he doing. Hey, Ernest, let me ask you a question, Ernest. Would you take the money? Ernest, they come up to you like, Ernest feel like, listen, man, I know you going there. Ernest, listen, we got 400 for you for the year. That's all for the year. Just to say thank you for coming. Okay? We got 400 for you. How about you, Patrick? We got 400 for you for the year. Rodney, I already know what you're doing. I already know what you're doing. We got 400 for you for the year. Just courtesy, just to come. Well, Lane, you got a lot of running backs there. I know we got a lot of running backs, but we just want to give you 400. We just want to give you 400, man. Yeah, but I don't know if I'm going to be the featured back there. Oh, Ernest said the hell with that. Okay. Hold up, I got to highlight that one. He said my money coming from the league. Okay. That's what's up right there. That's what's up. Jen, what would you do? What would you do? Jen, I got 400 for you. But yeah, already got running backs, Max. Yeah, don't matter. I got 400 for you, man. I know you already made the commitment and we respect that. Okay. We respect that, but we want to make you comfortable. Okay. We want to make you comfortable. Okay. So you can have a really good season. Jen, let me line your pockets. Let me grease your pockets, Jen, because you ain't going over there. Okay. They said they got a running back by committee over there. What type of mess is that, man? I'm just saying they're in these players' heads, That's how they do it. Now, if coach do that, it's gonna be a whole issue. I don't know. I'm just talking, guys, at this point. Rodney, come on, man. Peter, is this you? Hold on, let me look at Peter. Something ain't right here. Hold on. Where is Peter? Let me see how they write. Let me see if it's the same person. Hold on. He capitalized his first letter. I'm watching y'all too. Y'all ain't the same person, are you? You don't put no periods at the end like Peter. I don't know. You said why would any? Oh, guys, Scott. Now he in on it. Let me see. He said why would any running back come to see you and stand on the sidelines? You want to go somewhere where they're going to utilize you, because some players do want to be the first or second feature, like that, because usually colleges run what, 2 or 3 backs. You want to at least be in that rotation. And some people may have wanted guarantees. Like, am I guaranteed to be in rotation? No, you got to work for it. So that could have been it too. And then also, there's been articles put out there that CU didn't put out there, but there's been articles out there saying that they're going to be a little bit more pass heavy, different things like that. So I didn't hear them say that. I know Shedeur said they're going to be passing the hell out of that ball, but like, what does that mean? So you said, no, I'm not Peter. Okay. Yeah, Ernest said, look at the big picture. He said, the hell with that bag. I'm going for the NFL bag. But yeah, man, interesting stuff. But hey, man, that's recruiting. We had all said it before. I remember we were all talking about it. You really can't. Um, that's just the nature of the recruiting. You got to wait till they're actually on the team, working out, to say they're on the team. So that's how I see it. If they're on the team, then then I say, okay, that person's on the team. Now at the end of the season, they're gonna have those coaches coming back around again, trying to get their star players. So that's what's gonna happen. You say you think the freshman will show out this year? That running back, yeah, Welch, he does look pretty good. He should look like he'll pick up where Hankerson left off, like at that position. Yeah, you got to get the guys you want. It takes a while, I guess, to build a team. I guess team building takes a while. So, but yeah, they coming for him though. The media's coming, man. They're relentless too. They're not gonna stop. But all is well. I will catch you guys later. I'll be on later at some point. I'm still at 65%. But yeah, I'll be back at some point. But yeah, so that was the news. Nothing else I heard. It's just that that one website was trying to get at Shedeur because of the back and forth stuff. But I'm not sure if they're trying to say his draft stock plummeted because of it. So that's yet to be seen. We gotta wait for the draft for that. We gotta wait for after the season to see where he's looking at in the draft. But I will catch you guys later. Good day, good evening, good night if I don't talk to you. All right, y'all. Peace.